The best way to not feel hopeless is to get up and do something. Don't wait for a good thing to happen to you. When all Americans are treated equal, we're all more free. The future rewards those who press on. I don't have time to feel sorry for myself. I don't have time to complain. I'm going to press on. My fellow Americans, we are and always will be a nation of immigrants. We were strangers once, too. If you're walking down the right path and you are willing to keep walking, eventually you'll make progress. Money is not the only answer, but it makes a difference. Change will not come if we wait for some other person or some other time. We are the ones we've been waiting for. We are the change that we seek. We need to internalize this idea of excellence. Not many folks spend a lot of time trying to be excellent. We did not come to fear the future. We came here to shape it. There's not a liberal America and a conservative America, there's the United States of America. We want everybody to act like adults, quit playing games, realize that it's not just my way or the highway. We need to keep making our streets safer and our criminal justice system fairer, our homeland more secure, our world more peaceful. Progress will come in fits and starts. It's not always a straight line. It's not always smooth path. If you work hard and meet your responsibilities, you can get ahead, no matter where you come from, what you look like or who you love. We see the future not as something out of our control, but as something we can shape for the better through concerted and collective effort. One voice can change a room. The cynics may be the loudest voices, but I promise you, they will accomplish the least. It's only when you hitch your wagon to something larger than yourself that you realize your true potential. The role of citizen in a democracy does not end with your vote. We are the ones we've been waiting for. When times get tough, we don't give up. We get up. Today the world has crossed the threshold for the Paris Agreement to take effect. We don't turn back. We leave no one behind. We pull each other up. This is not about partisan politics. It's about upholding the institutions that make our democracy work. Give Judge Garland a hearing. Give Judge Garland an up or down vote. Treat him, and our democracy, with the respect. I said I would take this process seriously, and I did. I chose a serious man and an exemplary judge, Merrick Garland. We are the change we have been waiting for. In the face of hate and violence, we will love one another. We will not give in to fear or turn against each other. The future rewards those who press on. I don't have time to feel sorry for myself. I don't have time to complain. I'm going to press on. Americans still believe in an America where anything's possible, they just don't think their leaders do. I don't want to pit red America against blue America, I want to be President of the United States of America. It's important to realize I was actually black before the election. What we need in Washington is not more political tactics, we need more good ideas. We proved that we are still a people capable of doing big things and tackling our biggest challenges. Money is not the only answer, but it makes a difference. I'm the President of the United States. I'm not the Emperor of the United States. I miss Saturday morning, rolling out of bed, not shaving, getting into my car with my girls, driving to the supermarket, squeezing the fruit, getting my car washed, taking walks. That's the good thing about being president, I can do whatever I want. To avoid being mistaken for a sellout, I chose my friends carefully. The more politically active black students. The foreign students. The Chicanos. The Marxist professors and structural feminists and punk rock performance poets. I don't think marriage is a civil right, but I think that being able to transfer property is a civil right. Even when folks are hitting you over the head, you can't stop marching. Even when they're turning the hoses on you, you can't stop. America and Islam are not exclusive and need not be in competition. Instead, they overlap, and share common principles of justice and progress, tolerance and the dignity of all human beings. I think one of the great things about the United States has been our ability to maintain a distinction between our military and domestic law enforcement. After a century of striving, after a year of debate, after a historic vote, healthcare reform is no longer an unmet promise. It is the law of the land. I will continue to believe that Israel's security is paramount. If you're walking down the right path and you are willing to keep walking, eventually you'll make progress. Change is never easy, but always possible. If you run you stand a chance of losing, but if you don't run you've already lost. In a world of complex threats, our security and leadership depend on all elements of our power. We know we can't stop every act of violence, every act of evil in the world. But maybe we could try to stop one act of evil, one act of violence. If people cannot trust their government to do the job for which it exists, to protect them and to promote their common welfare, all else is lost. Money is not only the answer, but it makes a difference. My identity might begin with the fact of my race, but it didn't, it couldn't end there. At least that's what I would choose to believe. Change requires more than righteous anger. It requires a program, and it requires organizing.